Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about a tale of corporate greed, misinformation, and robbery. Republic Services has been in the news quite a bit lately, especially in the East Central Illinois area. Today we are going to look at a first-hand case in which they are trying to take money they aren't entitled to from a customer leaving their services. I'm Ollamh, and this is Weathering the Front News. For a bit of history, we have been a customer of Republic Services since they bought out Allied Waste. In the past year, their services have declined significantly. From their costs changing randomly to their recycling pickup missing every other week. Finally, enough was enough. Paying for weekly pickup that didn't happen weekly, we decided to change our services. That is when things went really downhill. We called them a few days into October to cancel our service, and were told they only pick up containers at the end of the month. A few days later, we received a bill for the next 3 months, which prompted another call to have our services canceled. This time we were told they only cancel services at the end of the month, so we would be responsible for October. Now, Republic Service has a bad reputation due to their container pickup charge, that being $36.30 per container at the time of our cancellation. We had 2 containers, one for waste, one for recycling. Despite what we were told about their pickup schedule, both containers were not picked up until November 14th. That wasn't a huge issue. We just had them around the side of the garage until they came by. However, things were very wrong when we received our last bill. As you can see here, they charged us for picking up 3 containers. One 90-gallon waste container, one 18-gallon recycling container, and one 96-gallon recycling container. As you can see from our home surveillance footage, they only picked up 2 containers of equal size. That pickup was made in one trip using a pickup truck with a trailer. How they feel they can get away with charging for picking up 3 containers when they didn't is a mystery, or worse, attempted theft. They also charged us $38.35 for total fuel and environmental recovery fees. Those fees are the most expensive item on the bill. But what are they exactly? The environmental recovery fee, as stated on their website, is, quote, "The environmental recovery fee, ERF, is an enterprise-wide recurring fee that is a set percentage of all invoice charges, except taxes. It is not a tax, surcharge, or fee mandated by or remitted to any governmental or regulatory agency. The ERF is intended to help Republic Services recover both direct and indirect costs associated with operation of its collection, transfer, landfill, recycling, and landfill gas-to-energy services and facilities nationwide in an environmentally sustainable manner. And it includes an amount designated to achieve an acceptable operating margin. The current ERF is 16.5%, but is subject to change at any time at Republic Services' discretion. Your ERF will be combined with your FRF on your invoice. Meanwhile, the fuel recovery fee is, again, to quote their website, the fuel recovery fee, FRF, is an enterprise-wide recurring fee that is a fluctuating percentage of all invoice charges except the ERF and taxes. It is not a tax, surcharge, or fee mandated by or remitted to any governmental or regulatory agency. The FRF is intended to help Republic Services recover both direct and indirect fuel, petrochemical, and compressed natural gas costs associated with the operation of its collection, transfer, landfill, and recycling services and facilities nationwide, and it includes an amount designated to achieve an acceptable operating margin. Each monthly FRF rate is determined by cross-referencing Republic Services' FRF table with the peak weekly diesel price per gallon. Republic Services reserves the right to change its method of determining the FRF at any time at its discretion. Your FRF will be combined with your ERF on your invoices. So both of these fees are associated with the costs of collecting and transferring waste, as well as landfill, recycling, and landfill gas-to-energy costs, none of which apply to the collection of their containers, which were empty at the time of collection. There is no landfill or recycling charges whatsoever, and the containers were picked up using a normal pickup truck and trailer, not their garbage trucks. So fuel costs would be drastically less. The fact that they have a third unaccounted for container drives those fees up even higher. Fees that have nothing to do with the pickups we are being charged for. They have gone on record that these charges are consistent with other markets and that the company incurs costs not just to retrieve its property, but to pay its drivers and keep them trained, and to maintain safe, reliable trucks on the road. This is a less than accurate, or in my opinion, honest explanation. They're not using their garbage trucks to pick up their property, but an unmarked pickup truck. They are not incurring any landfill or recycling fees, no cost of diesel in a truck that averages 3 miles per gallon. While I can understand them charging for the fuel to collect, as you can see in the footage, we were not their only pickup that day, but I'm sure each pickup was charged the fuel recovery fee. Now for my thoughts on the story. I can't help but feel that this is hands down theft. They are trying to charge for a container that never existed, one that is supposed to be smaller, 18 gallons instead of 96, but somehow costs more, $37.95 rather than $36.30. They are charging fees associated with collecting and transferring waste, as well as landfill and recycling costs, when there was no waste and no recycling being collected. They are charging a recovery fee based on diesel costs for driving a garbage truck when no garbage truck was used to collect those containers. One of the items listed was never delivered, let alone collected, and the fees do not in any way apply to the collection of their containers, but they are expecting us to pay for them. They want money for nothing, which, last time I looked, is attempted theft. I'm kind of considering writing up a bill for the exact same amount for renting the portion of our property that was taken up by their containers for 2 weeks after our service was officially canceled. If they can charge for things unassociated with pickup, I should be allowed to charge for things that are associated. I would love to know your opinion. Have you had dealings with Republic Services in the past? Are you a current customer? What do you think of their fees and charges? Leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about it. As always, thank you for watching. And don't forget to stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. If you like our videos, you can help the channel grow by giving it a like and sharing it for others to enjoy. If you want to help the channel out even more, you can find our Patreon link right down there. And of course, other videos here to enjoy yourself.